G'day, g'day. This is Cece from Generation Wellness Global, and it's winter here, and you can tell I love scarves. I wanted to talk today about why I don't use store-bought chemical cleaning products in my house. And I think there's a growing awareness. There's a lot of factors, but you know, there is and there isn't. It's really, I have a friend who couldn't lose weight. She was struggling to lose weight, and she threw out all the chemical cleaners in her house, just decided that she was going low-tox, no-tox, and started making her own things with essential oils and, you know, bicarb vinegar, like really simple things around the house, and lost like 12 kilos, not changing anything else, right? Now, why did that happen? Well, fat is a protective mechanism against toxins that our body just doesn't know how to deal with. And so if we use a lot of synthetics and a lot of chemicals, our body's kind of shunting that around, going, what do? I don't know how to detox this. I don't know how to get it out. And so they'll put it into fat, and they'll put it into other tissue. Sometimes, yeah. So just to try and protect your vital organs. So it's a good thing, because it's keeping your vital organs safe from those toxins, but it's not a good thing if you're trying to lose weight or having other health issues. It's a really good idea to try and reduce the amount of toxins that you are surrounded by and intaking. So with the essential oils, right, we smell them because they access the brain through the sense of smell. They access the emotional center of the brain. We apply them to our skin, and certain ones you can take internally if they're really, really good quality. Now, if you think about that, you're pouring chemicals all over your home. You're touching it when like you're inhaling it. It's accessing your body, right? And those chemicals are going to have to get processed by your body, and it's really hard if it's synthetic. And this is true of anything. This isn't just chemical cleaners, you know, like medications. If it's synthetic, if it's man-made, your body has to try and figure out how to process it, and sometimes it just can't. And so it gets shunted around, and the body will put it into fat or do other things with it to try and keep it away from vital organs. And we say, thank you, body, and thank you, fat cells, for helping us, but so much better if we can reduce the toxic load that we're putting in and on our bodies, and also, you know, facilitate detoxification processes in the body, get our lymphatics moving. So important to get our lymphatics moving and decongesting. So I just think that the less we know that this stuff's everywhere, right? We know that it's all around us. We can't help that we live in an age where there's a lot of technological advances, and there's a lot of things around us that were made in a lab. And, you know, in some ways we're grateful for some of those things, but in a lot of ways they're hurting us. And so if we can get back to some really simple home, you know, the old homemade generation of just bicarb and vinegar and essential oils and the basics, it really does work for a start. When we had so much rain recently and everyone was having mold issues, you know, the number of people who actually, Bunnings sold out of vinegar, and all the natural health places sold out of clove oil. Like this is the stuff that people know is going to work, and you know, the places are selling out of them. So when it matters, people reach for the good stuff. But so it is really important. Now, phthalates is actually something they use as a fragrance enhancer. So any chemical cleaning product that you buy with fragrance, which they all have unless it's from an essential oil, if it smells nice, it's probably got phthalates in it to enhance the fragrance and make the fragrance last longer. Phthalates are known endocrine disruptors. Now, what does that mean? That means that your hormones are being interfered with. Now, what do your hormones do? Like, let's look up the issues that we're having in the world now, and let's think about, what do hormones do? They help regulate sleep. They help regulate mood. They help regulate reproductive cycles. You know, like so many issues with reproductive, the endocrine system, you know, like so many issues. And I'm not saying phthalates is the only answer, but it's definitely 100%. It's a contributing factor. It's a terrible known endocrine disruptor, and it's used in Australia. We have a lot of things that are still used here that have been banned in other countries. So, you know, this is something that we know is detrimental, and it's in anything you buy that has synthetic fragrances in it. So we need to just be aware of what we're doing to our children who are hitting puberty and who are going through, you know, a big enough change to the endocrine system without needing interference, without needing added toxic load. So it seems like such a silly little thing to, you know, go, you know, I feel like people are just so overhearing about low-tox, you know, like, you think you're better because you no, we're just trying to minimize that toxic load, because the health effects is actually so much more profound than what we think. And so I'm going to, you know, if you need some recipes to get you started, please reach out, because they are incredibly simple. Like, I am not a DIY get complicated kind of person, and I can do it. And actually, I know where you can, you know, there's a few brands now that you can buy that are really good and clean. So even if you're not a DIY person, there are a few brands that you can buy. And, you know, I know with my doTERRA stuff, they're coming out with some amazing collections now that you can get. But, you know, there are some out there, but it is really important that you know what you're putting into your home and exposing the whole family to. And that, like I said, it doesn't just go for cleaning products, medications, personal care products, you know, fragrances. Like, think about your shampoo and your soap and your toothpaste and your all the things. There's so many, there's hundreds. They did a study, and it was like the average woman puts like 200 chemicals on her body just through personal care, just through your, you know, your deodorant and your soap and your shampoo and your makeup and whatever. So that's a lot. That's a lot of toxic load that is just unnecessary if we can embrace a new way that is actually really simple and really easy. Look for low-tox products, and I'm happy to share recipes. I'll look some up and put them in the description. So if you have a story, I'd love to hear it about your journey into low-tox life. If you need some help, because it can seem really daunting, you just reach out. We'll just start one step at a time. But it, you know, I think the thing is, like, we can't underestimate the impact that this stuff is having on our health. And, you know, we see it all around us now. You know, like, it's hard to find people who don't have some kind of health challenge or issue. I saw a meme the other day that was like, the doctor said, you know, oh, how much pain are you in? And the person sort of goes, oh, just the usual. And the doctor's like, the usual is 0, right? 0. And the person's like, oh, really? So, yeah, the usual should be 0. And even with periods and stuff like that, you know, I grew up thinking that pain was normal and that was my lot in life, and I was wrong. So, you know, the more I learn, the more I try and share this knowledge, because nobody gave me this information. You know, that's why I became so passionate about sharing it. It came from a lot of hard yards of learning for myself. And you know, I think I'm really passionate about it because I do see that deficiency in the system, that this knowledge isn't handed down like it used to be as much. And there's so much that's been lost in the last few generations. And I wish I'd listened to my grandparents a lot more. But alas, they are now departed. And so I'm trying to learn, and I want to share that knowledge as I learn, because it's not as easy to come by as it once was. We don't pass down simple things because there's so much busyness and distraction. We're all just trying to survive, right? We're all just trying to earn an income and pay the mortgage and do all the things. And to add one more thing, like making your own cleaner, or it just seems too hard. And it is too hard sometimes. It really is. But if we just start with one little thing, you know, when you know better, you want to do better. And so we just start with where we're at and just try and shift one little thing at a time. And that's all I've done. It's just been step by step. As I learn, I try and implement new things. And I remember there was a time where I just went, nothing else. I can't. I am at my limit for new things. You know, so I get that. I do understand. But we just want to do the best that we can by ourselves and our kids, and have the ability to have as much health and goodness in our lives as we can. So if I can help you get started on that, please let me know. I would love to share some recipes with you. I would love to just help you understand how essential oils can help you. Like, you know, something as simple as orange and eucalyptus, like uplifting, opening the airways, like really good for mood support and just bringing some good feelings into the house whilst you're cleaning it, you know, like cleansing properties. You know, it's that simple. It's just that you've got to choose the good, pure stuff that's natural, that's actually going to be metabolized like food in the body, versus the synthetic stuff that is not, because your body doesn't recognize it, because it's not a natural chemical composition. And so if you want to learn more about that, I would love to share. You know, there's some beautiful purifiers, a really beautiful, just clean smelling. Put a drop in the washing machine with your clothes, and you know, put it in your diffuser in the teenager's bedroom to help just neutralize that smell. You know, it's just so simple. You know, like if I spill something on the carpet, bicarb, sprinkle bicarb on it and a drop of essential oil, and just let it absorb the stuff out of the carpet. And just, it's really can be so simple. We just need to get back to basics and not be afraid to open our minds to just taking a little step. And if you're there and you're ready, I would love to work with you and help you. If you need essential oils, you know where I am. And if you need recipes, you know where I am. So yeah, I'd love to help you get started. I'd love to help walk you through that journey, because it is a journey. It is a journey, and we just take it one step at a time. So I hope this helps. I hope you understand why, you know, I need people to understand that there are solutions, and that there is a really easy way that is so good for your health. And we don't have to do it alone. At least I don't want people to do it alone. I did that. It was hard. So I don't want you to do it alone. I would love for you to reach out and do it with me. But please know that, you know, you can reach me for just suggestions or first steps or recipes or whatever it is you need. All right. Have an awesome day, guys. I really do just want to, you know, share as much as I can that might help inspire or step someone forward into reclaiming their health and their happiness, because it's possible. It's what we're here for. It's just small and simple steps. All right. have an amazing day, and thanks for joining. Feel free to subscribe and share and like and all those things, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye guys.